So whatever you say after you say I am, you are using the name of God. I recently made a video about this subject, and there is a fascinating discourse by Saint Germain which is called I Am Discourse. And because of one of my clients talked about it quite often, I got curious about it and I started reading it. And it talks about the same thing, but more of a philosophical standpoint, but it's the same thing. And I have recently read some of Seth materials and some of the law of one. Basically every single philosophy or reality model that is trying to describe you how this reality works says the same thing, that your own I am awareness or consciousness is projecting this reality from inside out, and you are making up reality as you go. And the driver of this experience is your I am awareness. So whatever you say after you say I am, you are using the name of God. And it says in the scripture that God will not be mocked. And don't use the name of the word, a name of God in vain. So what I want to describe here to you is a summarized or condensed version of all the teachings that I have listened to and read and understood about reality creation. But first, those who want to work with me one-on-one, the link is in the description. And those who want to join the membership side where I answer all your questions weekly, live stream Saturday, the link is in the description. Now, so the idea is simple. Whatever you are talking about in your daily life, those are your core beliefs or assumptions that have compounded and built an identity about you. And this identity, Seth material calls it your core beliefs. Seth was a channeled entity, channeled by Jane Roberts. It's a whole another rabbit hole, but it's a very profound teaching. Came in 1970s and 80s by a woman who channeled an entity or whatever you want to name it, or her subconscious mind. But the point is the teachings are valid and they are very profound, and they are the same. It's easy to understand when something is made up or is not real is when it has no correlation with whatever already teachings that exist about spirituality. So what, essentially speaking, what Seth channeled through Jane Roberts says is this: your core beliefs are programming that is running your life. And whenever you are not present in your I am awareness, or you are not present in the now moment, it says the point of power lies in the present moment, right? You can create anything right now because all things exist. You can choose anything right now. But when you are not present in your I am awareness, you are in a trance. You are checked out and the program is running your life. So how does that look like? It looks like something like this. Somebody who has had terrible relationships and they have a terrible self-concept about love. A new person comes into their life. This person seems to be okay, checks all the boxes, but the program, since they are not aware with their I am awareness, they are checked out, they are in a trance. Now in the trance state, the program is running their life. So what will happen is, this man or woman will immediately start to repeat the old patterns. And the old patterns will say, nah, this is too good to be true. This man or woman is eventually gonna, bitch slap or do something to me. And it's like when the next shoe is gonna drop or something like that. And your program or your trance state or your core beliefs that you have built up with decades of living in this experience those core beliefs will start rejecting this new experience and start to expect something negative to happen soon. And since your I am awareness, even when you are in a trance, you are still creating your reality. It's not that when you go unconscious, you are not creating your reality, you are still doing it. But the only difference is then you are creating on autopilot, you are selecting on autopilot. And so when you are in this new relationship comes in, you are immediately starting to go into trance, over-analyzing, overthinking, or not even thinking, just letting the programming run the course. And then you will say, oh, I am feeling not good about this. Oh, I am feeling like this person is too good for me. So you are using the name of God, and it will not turn to you void. The name of God will not be mocked. And so what happens is essentially you are creating an experience of this person doing exactly what you expect them to do, even though initially you had no proof of it. And so all these people who often my clients are like, oh, is a decision enough? But how can I delude myself into living my desired reality? How it feels fake. Well, this did not feel fake to you, did it? Right? You made the whole thing up. You made the whole thing up, and it gave you proof eventually. But initially there was no proof. There was no so-called bad behavior there. It felt just too good to be true because that's what you have experienced your entire life. And even the experiences that you had before, they were also made up. Initially, they were neutral, completely neutral. There is no meaning in reality. Everything is neutral. It's your mind that decides how something is beneficial or negative or good or bad, right? So everything is completely neutral initially. So even in your previous relationships, you started to expect certain things, you started to put meaning on certain things, and then you started using your I am awareness. That I am feeling this, or nobody loves me, or I am always betrayed, or I am always this or that, right? So initially speaking, there was nothing. Reality was neutral as it is, right? But from you assigning a meaning to reality in a certain way, it became a certain way. So here is the message of the Seth material, or the I am discourse by Saint Germain, or Neville Goddard saying that the name of God is I am, or the Indian philosophy, which is very ancient, which talks about the same thing, or the Hermetic philosophy. What they are all saying is this: you are an individualized aspect of God, and you are God having a personalized experience. And the word God has a terrible connotation and terrible meaning associated to it, too much dogma associated to it. But essentially what all these philosophies are teaching you is that you are the thing that you are seeking. There is no out there. You will never get it done. You will never fulfill yourself from the things. You will never be able to achieve that enlightenment that you are seeking so bad. There is no end goal to this experience. The purpose of life is to live in the now moment, in the present awareness of being one with God and one with everything. And what this gives you is this: it gives you everything by default. You're worthy of everything, you're one with everything, therefore nothing can ever be too good for you, nothing can ever harm you, because you are eternal, you're one with God. All things are given, and all power that you have, the point of power is in the present moment. So if you practice present awareness, If you don't go to trance regularly, if you don't lose your focus, your attention on TikTok, on Instagram, and I'm guilty of it. Today I was doing the same thing. I was going into trance and reading all the news and garbage, and then it made me felt quite negative. But I caught myself. That is the moment when I decided to make this video. I was like, what am I doing? What the hell am I doing? Why am I going into a trance and absorbing all this garbage? And it is influencing my state of being. I snapped out of it. I was like, I'm in Moscow, by the way. We are traveling right now. So this is why the scenery might seem different. And you know what's happening in Moscow right now. So all that news and all this fear and all this anxiety, you know, I was eating it all up. But then I'm like, what the hell am I doing? If I am that, then I am that all the time. I cannot be all that is part-time or for a few hours or a few minutes and then go back to being the same old, same old. And that is when the concept of neutrality really hit home. And so everything is neutral. Yes, there is a lot of drama that is going on in the world. Yes, there is a lot of drama that happens in your world, because this world is the world of duality. That's the point of this experience. The point of human experience is to experience contrast. And contrast helps you decide what you want and what you don't want, right? And so this is the point of this experience. But to get lost in the contrast, or to get lost in the sauce and forgetting who you are, forgetting your I am awareness, not being present, getting lost in the trance, that is when we really, really hurt ourselves and the experience gets out of control. So if there is a message to this video, the message is this: you have all the power right now, in this present moment. You are literally it. Okay, I don't want to sugarcoat it at all. Like, you're not a human, you're all your desires, you are everything that you seek. There is no enlightenment that one day you will reach and then you will be blissed out. There is no getting it done. We are eternal. This experience will forever keep on going. More experiences, of course. But when this ends, more will come. And so the idea is that when you are present right here, right now, with your focus, with your attention, and with your deliberate assumptions, you can create anything. If you can do nothing, just check your I am statements. Never speak of that which you do not desire to experience. That I am unworthy. I am always get cheated on. I am always betrayed. I am always used. I am always broke. Right? Never use these words, because you are using the name of God and it will never, God's name will not be mocked. So do not create suffering for yourself by using the name of God in vain, right? And become present. All power lies in the present moment, because you create and generate the whole experience that you think is your world right now, in the present moment. And what it means is, in the present moment you can change the whole thing by new assumptions, like I am wealthy, I am healthy, I am loved, I'm cared for, I'm always provided for, right? Everything always is working out for me. Initially that will feel fake, because it will feel fake to your trance self, your old self. You are snapping out of the trance. You're snapping out of the programming, and the programming doesn't like that. That's why it feels fake. But you know your base. You know your base identity as being one with God. You are all that is. That's it. You are it. All desires are given, everything is given, and now it's just a matter of you exercising your power correctly and favorably to get what you want. It's already given to materialize what you want. And so when you base your identity on that, then it is easy to understand that I am all that is. It's already given. and I am selecting this version of me to play out right now. I don't give enough about, the old me or the programming. I refuse to be in the trance. I am present right now, and I have everything I desire to be. I am everything I desire to be. So the point is, in this present moment, right now, you are brand new. There is nothing attached to you. The core beliefs are there, yes. You have built them up with decades, yes. But in the present moment, when you are present, when you don't refuse to go into the trance, in interactions, in work, in your day-to-day life, and you observe yourself, you will see the core beliefs, the terrible beliefs, or what they call the self-concept. It will pop up. You will see it for what it is. And the moment you see it, it will begin to dissolve. And that is the moment when it loses its power. And so long as you don't go in the trance and you stick with present awareness and you stick with your assumptions and who you say that you are using the name of God properly. And again, it will not turn to you void. Eventually, time is an illusion anyways, but eventually you will see the shift happen automatically and the old will fall away on its own. But the problem, well, the biggest problem is that people fall back into the trance state and they assume something, and throughout the day they go back to the old way of being, and they are living with the old assumptions, relating with them, identifying with them in the trance state, not even knowing what they are doing, and then the shift does not happen and they feel disappointed. So try it. Try to be aware. Do nothing. You don't even have to assume anything. You don't have to affirm, imagine. Just be aware of who you are being all day. And if the old beliefs pop up, write them down. Take inventory of them. And you will see how absurd they are. And you will see how life has been being reflected from those beliefs. And if you keep presence all day, you will see that joy and peace automatically overtakes you from time to time. This is what they say, the episodes of bliss all of a sudden overtake you, because that's your default state. And also in that present awareness, when you are not in the trance, it is much easier for you to stick to your desired reality, assume with intention, affirm with presence, and it is easier to shift into that reality from this neutral state of being, rather than fighting with the old or being in a trance all day. So try it and let me know what happens next. This is it for this video. Until next time, bye bye.